I went to the biggest book convention here in Denmark last weekend, and I got a lot of really good stuff that I just wanted to share. I always go to this convention without really knowing what I'm gonna get, and then it's just gonna be a surprise whatever I pick up. But I'm gonna talk about the books at first, and then I'm gonna show you stuff I got from the Artist Alley, which is something new that they've started to do. And I think it might be like one of my favorite parts about going to this convention, because you get a chance to see a lot of independent artists and you get a chance to support them as well, which is like just a win-win, I think. I'm gonna start out with the books, and I'm gonna start with the very first one I found, and that is this one called Moonchild and the Secret of the Pinecone, and it's written by Malou Slott. And first of all, the reason why I found this book was because she was doing signings in this like very beautifully decorated booth kind of, and they had decorated it like a pinecone forest, and it was just stunning. And like she was wearing this really beautiful outfit as well, and there was just like an entire vibe and aesthetic around the booth, which I found so intriguing. And that's what kind of drew me to the stall. So I went there, and then I saw that she had this book both in Danish and in English, because she's a Dane, but she wrote this book originally in English and then she published it in both languages. And for those who don't know, I tend to read English books exclusively, and that's just because I think a lot of the books that I'm interested in are English, so I prefer to read it in the original language. And then there's also something about Danish that sometimes falls a little flat. I think if you're a Dane, you might understand what I'm talking about, but yeah, it just falls a little flat for me. So whenever I can pick up a book in English, I'm gonna do that. So when I saw she had this in English, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting it now. I think the age group for this book is like set to be around 10 to 15 years old. But I talked to a woman in the stall, and she said that this can be read by all ages. And I don't know too much about it. I know it's going to be a part of a series, so I think this is book 1 out of 7. She just published the second book as well. It's about a 10-year-old girl who runs away from her self-absorbed dad, and she runs into this woods behind her house, and she discovers this entirely new world in the woods and all these like creatures and people she meets. And it also has a map inside, and it looks like stunning. I'm very excited to read this one. I also feel like this is the perfect time of the year to read it. It just gives that vibe. And I also got this gorgeous bookmark to go along with it. We actually also got chocolate with it, like shaped as a pine cone, which I just thought was like perfect. And everything was just so well thought out that I needed to get it. And I'm so glad that I got it signed as well. And yeah, I'm just really excited to read this one. That was the first book I got. And then I walked past the stall with a woman I've met a couple of times, and it turns out that her daughter, she writes novels, and she also has like her own publishing company. And she writes in the genre of, I think she calls it romantic socialism or something like that. So like it's romance books, but like with social issues in them as well. And I thought that was really cool. And she had a lot of different books, but I picked out 2. And I picked out the first one because she also wrote this one in English. And again, that's just what I'm drawn to. And it's called Vulnerable Awakening. It's about Olivia who gets a job on the Upper East Side for a man. And I think sparks start to fly, but then there are also some things from their past that they have to like work through in order to be together. So I'm really excited to read this one, also because it's someone I know, or kind of know, who wrote the book. And I just thought that was so cool. And I just really wanted to support her. So when I picked up a romance book from her stall, I was like, this is meant to be. She also had this book, which is Christmas themed. I thought that was also perfect to pick up now. It's called Snowflakes Never Melt. This one is in Danish though, but it's written as a Christmas calendar, which I think is so cool. So there are 24 different chapters in this one, and you're supposed to read 1 chapter a day leading up to Christmas. I'm not sure I'll be able to read only 1 chapter a day, but I'm just very curious about this one as well. I've never read a book like that before, I think. And this one is about a woman who has like a very bad start to the month of December, and then like things start to progress. She spills coffee on someone on day 1, and he turns out to become her boss, and then it just like kind of snowballs from there. No pun intended. But yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to read these 2. And I think they go well together. And again, just really enjoyed that I could support someone and support like their own publishing house. I thought that was so cool. Very inspiring. And then finally I have 2 more books, and it was this book that kind of brought me into the stall. This is also from a smaller publishing house, also written by a Dane. This one's called Sweet Christmas Temptations, I guess. It's about a woman who owns a bakery that's taking place during December, and she runs into an old crush, and then I guess their story progresses from there. But again, this is also supposed to be like a romance, but with like some social issues and stuff like that, which I'm very excited to read about. Also got this signed as well as the other ones. And then they had this really cool thing at this booth. They're only publishing romance books. I think the publishing is called Sweetheart Inc. They had this cool game where if you bought a book, you could roll a dice, and if you got a 6, then you could pick a free book from like this table they had of different books. And the woman in the booth, she was like, okay, our dice is really lucky. Like, so many people have gotten 6s today, so like, definitely go for it. And I'm not someone who's like normally very lucky when I play games. So I went there and there were like these people around me, they were kind of like cheering on me. And then I actually got a 6. So I ended up getting another book for free. And I picked this one because I got it recommended by the woman who was working in the booth. The English title, because this is the translated one, is called She's Like the Wind by Carrie Elks. And I don't know too much about this one either. I just got it recommended. But it's also an employer and employee who falls in love. And I'm assuming it's like at a beach hotel. So this might be better to read during the summer months, I think. But those were all the books I got. Oh, I also got a tote bag. And that's one of the publishing houses in Denmark. They always give these out for the book convention every single year, and then different colors every year. So the tote bag is going to be different colors, and also the lettering. For the colors this year, which I'm very pleased about. I love pink, I love blue. And yeah, they always have like some kind of quote here. And this year it said in good company. So they're of course referring to books. Oh yeah, and then I also got a badge from a friend. She bought this one for me, and it says Grumpy Sunshine. And yeah, it was this girl who had a lot of badges with like different tropes, and then she bought this one for me. So yeah, put it on straight away. And then I'm gonna share all the stuff I picked up from Artist Alley, and I'm so excited about these ones. One of the artists had this sale for 5 stickers, so I got these 5 for my Kindle, I think, and they're all like book related, so I'm just going to show them one at a time. I got this one. It says support your local library. Easily distracted by books and cats, which I think is me to a T. Book lover. And then these 2, which I just thought were so cute. And I'm so excited to decorate my Kindle with them. I'm also gonna tag the artist below so you can check them out on Instagram. These were all Danish artists, by the way. And then there is this one girl, Tino's Art is the name of her art website, and her Instagram and everything. I'll also tag her below. She just does the cutest art. And every time I've been at this book convention, I've gotten stuff from her. And it has a lot to do with this cat character that looks a lot like my own cat. So I just knew I needed another sticker of this one. She also has this cutie. And this one. And then I got this one as well because it reminded me of me and my cat together. And then finally there was an artist that I haven't seen there before, but this is like her art style. These are her original characters, and I don't know, they are just absolutely perfect, and they are so my vibe. So I spent a long time looking at her booth, and I got a few things. The first thing I picked up is this sticker, which is like one of her characters, and I can't wait to decorate my Kindle for October and November probably as well with this one. I just think it's so cute. Then I also picked up this gorgeous print, and I'm gonna put it up on my wall very soon, but it's from Moomin. I don't know what this guy's name is in English, but like he's my favorite character from Moomin. I think everyone's favorite character probably, but this also had like the autumn vibes. And then she had this magazine with her original characters, and it's just like beautiful artwork of these characters, and also a little graphic novel story in it as well. And I'm not going to show like all of it, but I'm just going to show you one picture because I did buy it as a poster and I haven't put it up on my wall yet, but it's just stunning. I got this one as a poster and I'm just in love with it. Also because it kind of combines two of the things I love the most. It combines autumn because of the pumpkin head here, and then winter or like snow in December, Christmas, everything with the snow around them. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. Like her art style in general is just stunning. Like, look at this. Isn't this just like beautiful? I am obsessed with it. I just know that I'll be looking through this one every October from now on. So I'm so excited about that. I can't wait to put up the art print as well. Highly recommend checking out her Instagram. I'll have it linked below. So those were all the things I got from Bogforum this year. I really enjoyed going, and I think it might be one of my favorite times in terms of what I got, because I never really know what I'm going to get when I go there, and I always end up with really amazing things. I just really enjoy supporting independent artists and also smaller publishing houses, and yeah, it's just a great way to support people and to expand my horizon as well, pick up new things that I might not have heard about before. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.